Hey, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you the process of designing the logo for a construction company in Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to share with you all the useful tips and tools I use that make the design process easier and more efficient. So keep on watching. My name is Anastasia. I'm a brand and web designer from Canada. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn the notification bell on so you can get notified when I post similar videos. Let's get started. I'm going to share with you the table of contents so you know the structure of this video. We will start by discussing the creative brief for this project, followed by designing the logo in Adobe Illustrator. And finally, I'm going to show you how to use different mock-ups to present the final project to a client. So make sure to watch till the end. Before we start designing the logo, I'm going to walk you through the creative brief for this project. So we know the requirements for this logo design. The business name is TC Homes, which stands for True Custom Homes. The customer wants the logo to be in a circular shape, and the customer has provided us with an example of the logo he really likes, that you can see right here. Also, we are going to design the logo that looks very modern and clean, and we are going to use a navy blue color palette as our main brand colors. And now we can start designing the logo in Adobe Illustrator. But at first, we are going to place all the assets on the artboard that we need to design the logo, such as the example of the logo, the business name, the typography, and also the color palette. One of my favorite tools to find color palettes for any type of the project is Adobe Color Wheel. I'm gonna go to the Explore tab. In the search bar, I'm going to type in the color name Navy. As you can see, it generated so many color palettes and a lot of color combinations. I'm gonna go through the page and try to find the best color palette I like. I really like this color palette. I like the combination of navy and orange color. I'm going to copy the color palette and paste it onto the Illustrator artboard. I picked two different font variations that we might use in the logo. The first font variation looks very clean and modern. The second one looks bulky, which may be perfect as it is a construction company. Later in the video, I'm going to implement those fonts in the logo, and then we will see which font we're gonna go with. Now we're going to try to generate some design ideas for the logo. To do that, I'm gonna go on Pinterest or Google Images and try to find some inspiration. I'm going to search for construction company logos and also for circular logos. On the research that I have done, I'm going to sketch the logo in my notebook before I start designing the logo in Adobe Illustrator. Sketching helps me to generate some more design ideas and helps me to brainstorm some design combinations. And also figure out how to combine the design elements and text together. As you can see from my sketch, we will have a circle with the word mark in the middle, and also we will have home written underneath. We will have full name of the business wrapped around the circle, which is True Custom Homes. Once I have an idea of how the logo is going to look like, I'm going to start designing the logo in Adobe Illustrator. At first, we're going to design the circle and the text that wraps around the circle. To make the text wrapped around the circle, at first we'll have to draw a circle shape. And then we'll have to use a tool called Type on Path. To access that tool, you need to right-click on the Type tool that you can find on the left toolbar. Right-click on the tool and then you will get a drop-down menu where you need to select Type on Path tool. When you click on the circle shape, you will get the text that wraps around the circle. And now I'm going to type in the name of the business, which is True Custom Homes. Using those blue lines that you can find by the text, you can move the text around the circle and see where you want it to be positioned. Because we want this text to be positioned on top and on the bottom of the circle, we're going to duplicate the text by using a shortcut, Ctrl-Alt, and then drag the object. And then I'm going to flip the text by using those lines, and then position and align the text around the circle. Just a note, I always duplicate the logo in case I want to go back to a previous version. Also nice to duplicate the logo so you can see the design process. The next thing I'm going to do is to change the font type so you can see how the font would look like in the logo. And now it's time to work on the main logo element, which is a word mark that combines two letters, T and C. I'm going to refer back to my sketch to see how I can organize the letters and make them look good together. I'm going to make the letter T using rectangular shapes. To make the top part tilted, I'm going to use the curve tool, and I'm going to move the one point away from the other to form the tilted line. For the letter C, I will try to find the font that makes the letter C look circular, and also I want the letter C to have the same width at the end and the middle of the letter. To make those letters look unique, I'm going to add extra white space at the top. To do that, I'm going to use a rectangle tool and draw a thin rectangle at the top. And then by using a shape builder tool, I'm going to remove the excess shape. And then I'm going to place the icon in the middle of the circle. And now I'm going to work with the circle. I want to make the circle with the empty space on the middle. To do that, I'm going to take the circle and then draw a smaller circle on the middle. To make sure the smaller circle is positioned exactly on the middle of the larger circle, I'm going to use the line tool to align those circles together. And then we're going to select both circles, and again, using the shape builder tool, we're going to remove the unwanted element, which is the middle part of the circle. And now we got the circle with empty space on the middle. And now I'm going to align all the elements together and play with the positioning of the icon and the text and see how the logo comes together. The logo looks pretty good, but I'm going to make a duplicate of this existing logo and try out the second font that we have. Looking at those fonts, I actually really like the first font as it looks very modern. The second font looks a little bit too bulky, so we're gonna go with the first font. And now we're going to add the color to the logo. We are going to be using a navy color as our main brand color and orange color as a secondary color. As you can see here in the logo, specifically in the circle, we have some extra space on the sides. So I'm going to add a few more design elements so we can make the logo look more unique and put together. I'm going to draw dots on each side of the circle. And again, to duplicate the object, you can use the shortcut. Control, Alt, and then drag the object. And then I'm going to draw a rectangle on the middle of the shape. And then I'm going to select a circle and also the rectangle, and using my favorite tool, Shape Builder tool, I'm going to remove the unwanted parts, which is the middle of the circle. And now we have extra space in the middle of the circle, which is separated by dots. I think the circle looks much better now and more complete. The last thing I'm going to do is to embed the letters into the circle shape. To do that, I'm going to expand the text by going into the Object tab and then click Expand, which is going to expand the text. Then we're going to select both the shape and the text. And then we're going to go to a Pathfinder tool and then select a second option, which is minus front. This option is going to embed the text into the shape, and now we're going to do it for the other side. As I finish designing the logo, I'm going to put that logo on the mockup so I can show it to a client and get some feedback. I'm going to use Adobe Elements website to get some amazing mockups for the logo. I found some mockups that I really like. I'm going to place the logo in those mockups. It's very important to use mockups for every design project. It helps to visualize the design and see how it can be applied on different mediums. Also, mockups make it easier for a designer to try and explore different design combinations until the design is perfected. Also, I'm going to create some more mockups and put the logo on the top of an image. And again, I'm going to go to Envato website to get some high-quality images. I'm going to search for luxury modern home images. To make the image look custom, I'm going to put a texture on the top of it. I'm going to decrease the opacity of the texture image and put it on multiply mode. Once I have a few mockups ready, I'm going to send it to a client and get some feedback. After showing the logo mockups to a client, we decided that we won't go with the colored version of the logo, as it doesn't really fit with the style we're going for. Instead, we're gonna go with the silver and black and white versions of the logo. The logo examples look very clean, modern, and minimalistic. Especially, I love the logo on top of an image. It looks very modern and high-end. As we finalize the logo, I'm going to start preparing the files for delivery. To do that, I'm just going to place different variation of the logo on the artboard, such as black on white, white on black, silver color, and also the logo on top of an image. We have exported all the files and the files are ready to send to a client. And now everybody, let's see the final logo for True Custom Homes. The logo looks stunning. I love how it turned out. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the design, and let me know if you got any questions about Adobe Illustrator or design process. I would be happy to answer questions. If you enjoyed watching, please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you can get notified when I post similar videos. If you want to follow my story and see the behind-the-scene work, make sure to follow me on my Instagram. Also, make sure to check out some of my other design tutorials, and I will see you in the next video.